Fairey Battle Mark 1 K9183 MQ-R of 226 Squadron RAF was lost on combat operations officially described as Battle K9183. Crash landed at Bettendorf, Luxembourg, 10th Airborne at 1700 hours from Rheims, Champagne, as it was impossible to provide fighter escort for the bombers, were briefed to make a low approach to the target and attack from as little as 200 foot, 880 meters, using bombs with delayed fuses. Intense small arms fire was encountered by the three battles of the first wave were shot down. Similar fate befell the second wave during the afternoon. Of 32 battles that took part, 13 were lost, all the rest were damaged. Battle K9183 was reportedly shot down by small arms fire whilst flying at 5 feet, hit the ground during a dive bombing the enemy columns between Waldendorf and De Kirch crashed at Hirzenhaff Farm south of Bettendorf at 1830 hours. Of the crew, one died of injuries, two were captured and taken POWs. Crew of the battle, pilot Douglas Alexander Cameron, RAF, died of injuries on the 13th of May, buried at the Quiche Communal Cemetery, Luxembourg. Flying officer Cameron was badly wounded and died 3 days later during surgery to save his arm at Kirch Hospital. Sergeant Stuart Hart, RAF, captured and taken as POW, interned in Camp 8B-L1, POW number 13092. AC-1 George Ward, RAF, captured and taken prisoner of war and interned in Camp L1, from whence he suddenly escaped 17th of April 1941, made a safe return via Odessa, arriving 21st of March 1945, awarded Military Cross.
Just to talk about John, on the 17th of April 1941, Ward was with a working party of 20 prisoners supervised by 2 German soldiers when he hid, changed into civilian clothes, and escaped. At Gustin, he was arrested in a railway marshalling yard and taken to the police station, where he escaped through a window at night. In 6 days, Ward travelled to Szczecin, where he was directed to a local Roman Catholic priest who provided an introduction to the Home Army. On the 30th of April 1941, he was taken by train to Łódź. At the end of May, Ward was taken by bus to Warsaw. The plan had been to get Ward across the border to the Soviet Union, but when the Germans invaded in June 1941, that became impractical. Ward met Otto Gorzewski, a lawyer who ran an underground newspaper called Dzień, and worked for him transcribing BBC radio broadcasts for translation into Polish for the newspaper. In September 1941, the Gestapo located the newspaper and captured the printers and distributors, but failed to catch Ward. In 1942, Ward began to build wireless receivers and transmitters, which were supplied to Polish resistance groups. In June 1942, he opened his own newspaper, The Echo, and after building up it passed it to the ZWZ organization in February 1943. In this period, he trained a number of Poles as radio operators. He eventually had a safe return to the UK via Odessa, arriving the 21st of March 1945. He was awarded the Military Cross, but more important, he was honoured by the Polish with the Polish Cross of Valour. There is a link below.